I can.
It's very loud.
Yes, I can, and I think we all
Okay.
can.
Well, all right.
I know
it
exactly
gets better
what
when I
part is
say
that.
it. What's happening, y'all?
What's up? What's up?
Chilling, chilling.
What's going on? It
Mark
gets
with the
better, I
mic.
swear.
I'm here.
There it is.
Jenkins is here. I didn't even know we
Furrow on
intro.
deck.
Follow him.
Furrow on
Remember,
deck.
follow.
Such a nice guy to follow. Look at the guy with the thinning hair and the glasses.
A lovely stroll. All right.
Yes.
This is a podcast for 5/21/17. You know, I was staring at it so I wouldn't mess it up.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Like I'm not gonna. Could you imagine you read it backwards by accident or something?
And I just say it backwards. So you what? Oh shit.
All right. He got possessed.
Yeah.
Well, Mike's dead now.
Well, probably undead.
Couldn't happen to a better person. Wait.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, we're
Mummies and
doing it this
zombies?
week. We had a bunch going on this week. Apparently we all had some stuff going on. I don't know if you want to start off. I can start off with what was going on for the week.
No, go ahead. What's
Well,
happening?
besides here, and we are on the big East Coast of the United States, in New York, and goddamn, the heat was it not enough for you? It was enough for me. Jesus Christ, was it 3 straight days of 90 degrees?
I can't wait for the next 3 months full of that weather. Yay! I'm so excited.
You know what sucked the most about that is that I had to help. I helped 2 people fucking move shit within the last 2 days, and I'm just tired. I'm tired of the heat. I'm just tired of moving shit. I gotta move myself in 2 weeks, so it sucks.
And listen, just park in front of the AC and just let it.
That's what I'm doing now. I'm right in front of my AC.
Chills because you're sweating and just freezing in the AC at the same time. Yep.
Yeah, to the point where it was enough heat that the wife just like, she called me on the phone and she showed me a picture of her shopping cart. There's just an air conditioner in there. We had been pushing it off, but enough was enough.
No, I hear you. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
Well, anyway, to continue on. So that was, the heat was a thing part of the week, and for the most part, we bear through that until Friday, where it started to die down. But Saturday was here in the city, the 9th Avenue Food Festival, which I took the family out to and met up with a couple of friends. At Japstar was one of them. And we went out to that, which was very fun. Something that hasn't been there, which I realize hasn't been there in a couple of years. And I really would like to know the backstory of what the hell happened to the Bloomin' Onion guy. He's not there. That used to be our tradition. We'd walk the festival, and we'd all stop at the Bloomin' Onion guy, and we'd all get one. Well, we'd get one, and we'd all share this giant bloomed onion with the nice sauce in the middle, and it was a whole big fun time, but he's just not there anymore. It almost makes it a little bit sad. What happened to that guy?
Maybe he passed on, but maybe there's just nobody buys Bloomin' Onions. I think that might have just happened.
Yeah, I could believe it. Maybe he moved on to a greater festival. I go to this one now. I don't know. It's disappointing. It's like the last time we went there and we couldn't do it. The wife mentions maybe you couldn't afford the festival fees, for hosting your table there or whatever. Expenses go up. But I just miss it. But anyway, besides that, had a fun time. Had our mozzarella. As still always, got some kebabs. Mozzarella are still great. A lot of people out there, obviously, but it was a good day for it. It was around 60 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. It drizzled here and there, but then no real rain. It was just a really good day to be out, and when you had to walk a lot,
Yeah. Sounds good.
And what else on my plate? Samurai Jack finished this week, last episode, period.
I heard it was really good.
Series finale. It was great. They closed that off very well. I'm super satisfied. It's bittersweet. Had to love it.
Okay, awesome.
I'm waiting on Turtles to come back. Usagi's episode, the Usagi story arc is next.
Oh, you know what I did? I checked out some Turtles. What is it? On Hulu, I think it says season 4.
Yeah.
So I checked out the first couple, actually first 3, and I got to see what was the one, the Salamanders or something like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And they want Ice Planet or something.
Yeah. You saw Mona Lisa.
Oh, that's who that. I didn't realize that was that same character. Just So that's the new one. Okay.
That's the new one released. The one that was kind of had a little crush with Raph and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mona Lisa.
It was pretty cool. It's done well. It's done well.
One thing I love about the show, like I've said this in past casts, is the fact that they pay homage to everything that's Ninja Turtles. So from the comics to the movies to the cartoons to the crappy cartoons, they pay homage to everything.
Yeah.
So there's
definitely.
always something with it. Yeah.
No, that was pretty good. And I was thinking, oh man, it really looks like that movie, the CG movie.
Yeah. And like, it does something really well with it too, and they build the characters really well. Yeah, it does look like the CGI movie. Like they try to tell down there's more square.
That's a positive thing, though. That's a positive thing. Like I was saying, dude, like the production budget must have went up on this because like it looks like the movie. Yeah, I'm like, oh.
There's quite a few episodes you should check out just as like for references and just like in general, I think I talked about this before, the Showdown Little Tokyo, the Showdown Big Trouble in Little China episode.
Yeah,
it's all Big Trouble in Little China just with Donatello and Casey Jones. Great episode. The Wormhole, which was a great episode. That's when you saw the retro turtles, the cartoon turtles meet the new turtles.
Okay.
And it's all the voice actors of the old turtles talking to the new turtles.
Okay. And what season is that?
It's on season 3.
3. Okay.
Oh, season 2 is one of those two. There's a lot of horror references in season 3. That's when they go upstate, and then there's a lot of horror. There's like a character named Jason Voorhees. They have the Nightmare Beavers, which is talked by Freddy Krueger and the Crypt Keeper.
Did you know that? I believe that. Now, see, this might be internet speculation, but people put together like a clip thing of some of the voice actors in Injustice, and Robert Englund is Scarecrow.
Yeah.
What the? That's crazy.
Robert Englund Scarecrow. Fucking Hal Jordan sounds like Wolverine, and it is the guy that talked Wolverine.
Which one, Steve Bloom?
Yeah.
Yes, that dude. Yeah.
Like Hal Jordan sounds like Wolverine when he says certain things. I'm like, why is Wolverine wearing green?
Like if he says "Bob," I'm gonna lose my shit.
Exactly.
Why is Spike telling me how to use my power ring?
Yeah. But Robert Englund is also in Turtles. He plays a Nightmare Beaver. That's the one season is Freddy Krueger is when he, I think it's Raph's Nightmare. You hear the angry voice of Freddy Krueger in it, and you're like, "Oh shit, that's Freddy Krueger!"
Wow,
that's pretty good.
So they do a lot of things like that. But the next, right now, it's called the Tales of the Turtles, which is actually a comic book on. It's one of their side stories. They do like 5-part miniseries.
Who publishes their stuff now?
It's still who publishes it? Is Mirage still?
Really? Wait,
no, is it Mirage?
Because weren't they with them for like a long time?
No, they still were Mirage.
Because that's like one of those old. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, they still publish them, and they still publish their book in indie-wise. But they have
like that's still around. Yeah.
But they do the Tales of the Turtles, which is their other book, and what they're doing with this season, the fact that they space the seasons out, is that they do 5-part story arc each. Every month, so there's one every month until the full new season.
Okay. Well, you know what? I have an idea. I want to finish the season up and then go back, and then
definitely.
Did you do one cast about Turtles, right?
We did one a while ago, but it wasn't directly for Turtles. We did the spin-offs, not spin-offs, copycats. So we talked about a lot of the Street Sharks and Mike Frank from Mars and things like SWAT Cats, and we talked about ones that kind of try to take attention from how big Ninja Turtles were, and that was
Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
Yeah, like Cowboys of Moo Mesa. We did that like a year ago, like a whole year ago and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll definitely do like a big Ninja Turtle cast when Tales of the Ninja Turtles.
You don't ever have to talk about Cowboys of Moo Mesa. You don't have to. It doesn't have to ever happen.
I feel like I kind of want to talk about it because how bad it was.
You want to talk about the Creepy Crawlers version of Ninja Turtles, where they had the mutants for the Creepy Crawlers and they were like giant, and they had figures too. Ooh.
Or Stone Protectors.
Or a stone. I know I had one. I had the original equivalent, the one that had the rollerblades.
Yeah. Stone Possessor was bad. They had a terrible video game also.
Yeah, I heard. I knew better than to get that. So somehow I knew better.
You know,
what a toy though.
You know, you had a bad toy line when your toy line first comes out and it's already three for $10 in KB toy stores.
I wish I would have caught that sale. Man, all right. You know what was the real down in the dumps time for like Marvel figures? You remember when KB Toys always had that Weapon X line?
Oh god.
it was like $2.99 for each toy in the line, and it was like none of them are selling. They're all bad.
The poor Naked Wolverine that never sold.
Naked Wolverine. It was like the one with the black and gold suit.
Yeah, that was the exclusive.
I think it was Maverick was in that one.
Maverick was in that. There was some random purple ninja.
Yeah, some random shit. I was just like, oh, this is bad. Dude, who thought this was a good idea?
Oh boy, I was not aware of any of that stuff.
Dude. Yeah, X-Men had a big toy line. X-Men and Marvel.
Wow, just a Toy Biz one. Like, remember they spawned the whole damn book off of that. Like, what was the spinoff to Wizard?
Oh, Toy Biz.
Toy Fair. There you go.
Toy Fair.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, basically it was like the Toy Biz magazine, but then everything else blew up, and it was like, well.
So yeah, well, I guess over there while that was happening, I was buying Voltron and fucking Exo Squad toys.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus! Wait, weren't Exo Squad toys metal?
No.
Yeah. They were mostly plastic, but their joints were metal. They had screws and shit in there. They weren't shoddy, like, you know, but they were plastic, like, for the most part.
No, I'm thinking of Bionic 6 figures.
I remember those.
Like, those were G.I. Joe
the die-cast original metals.
Yeah, but they
you
were
can't
like
find those. The original Bionic 6.
I still have them.
Wow.
I still have like 3 of them.
They were heavy. Solid metal, yeah.
They're in my toy box somewhere in my closet.
I only had...
Am I thinking of a Bionic 6 or am I thinking of Silverhawks?
No, Bionic 6.
Yeah, Bionic 6.
I remember throwing the fat one on my cousin and fucking knocking his ass out with it. Yeah, he pissed me off.
No bueno.
He deserved it.
Mom comes home. Why she got a speed knot? I had to show him the Bionic 6 Eagle dude. He could fly. He could really fly. Look.
Fly to your head.
Song. Ooh, ooh. It's just pieced out.
Yeah. They were heavy figures.
Man, I think those were like one of the most high quality figures that just nobody knew about. It was just like, these things are G.I. Joe quality, where they had the ball joints, they had articulation, and like, you could drop them,
and they wouldn't shatter.
Yeah, and it was just like, because you know how G.I. Joes would pop in half.
Yeah.
The only big problem,
mess up the rubber band, and that would be it.
Yep, that's it. I've actually managed to get one in there once.
The only big problem with the die-cast ones, the paint peeled fast.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, like if you see, like any person that has a figure, you never see a perfect figure. You see it kind of shed it out and stuff like that, because the die-cast is hard to keep paint on.
Yeah, but damn, they didn't give out kits for those. Because I remember, was it Micro Machines or was it a different brand of toys? The ones where you could color the cars?
Micro Machines.
Probably Micro Machines, because I remember Hot Wheels doing that.
Well, like they had a die-cast version where you could paint those, and like, I always wanted to get in that world, but fuck, that's so much micromanagement.
I can't deal with that. I never got into the model kit world. I did once, but it was already put together, and it was stickers. I never had to actually paint, and that was for like a Robotech toy that I bought.
Yeah, I did a
snap them together, and it completely transformed. And I had to glue it. Like there was one time I did it. I bought one that was a Robotech one, and it had the little metal wheels, and I had to put it all together. But it had stickers. It didn't need to be paint because the actual toy itself was the correct colors. Mm-hmm. So it was just white, and I had to put on the skull and crossbone. It was Roy Faulkner's.
Gotcha.
Skull one. So that was like the only time I've ever done it. But I've seen people get into the fucking Gundam model kits. I can't. Like 200 pieces, you got to snap together.
Yeah,
I can't mess with you, man.
I always wanted one of those too. And the other ones, yeah. It was like the master grade level.
The ones that you got to hand paint yourself. Yeah. They get expensive, man. I used to use some when we go down to Elizabeth Street and you go into the shops and they have the kits there, and I'm looking at them like, I can't, dude. I ain't that good at that.
I have one.
I've had one Gundam. I've only had one Gundam that I've actually bought, and because they made a full toy and it wasn't a model kit, and that was fucking rare. And that was Hero U. I had Gundam Wing. the Wing Gundam that transformed into the jet when you switched the shield onto the top. It was dope. I had a Wing Gundam, and it was big too. And I was like, yeah, this is fucking amazing.
Well, see, I know they made the big ones like exclusively because I remember seeing it on the shelves in Elizabeth Center, always looking at the top of the shelves to see what was new, and there would always be some big ass Gundam up there. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah,
and I remember that was around the time too.
Those are usually the model kits, though.
That was around the time.
To actually see a toy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The if you remember when Julio and them got real big into the game, like the PS2 one.
No, I remember.
Or was it Dreamcast? Oh, I forgot what it was. Was it Dreamcast? I think it was PS2. But oh man, yeah, those were good times. Shit.
Yeah, I still have one. I have a sniper Gundam. It was like a green and black character. It was like one of the medium ones. I built that one.
Okay.
That was it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'll do the Legos before I do the model kit.
Yeah, that reminds me of the for the board games.
Yeah.
The same type of figures you have to do the same thing too, where you have to paint each individual figure.
Oh, the role play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be a hobby store on East Village with that. They actually had all the little figures. They actually customized them for you and all that shit.
There's still one near the Empire State Building. Like it never closed.
Oh, underground?
No, it's like the Complete Strategist, I think it's called.
Oh, okay.
It's like on the back side of the Wendy's. And it's just like, oh no, this place it sees action. Like it legitimately is open, like I guess 5 days a week. Yeah. But usually when we pass by, it's always closed because it's mad early in the morning. But like, damn, Collectibles still doing it. You know what? Matter of fact, I kind of want to see what's up with that Dark Souls board game.
Yeah, I saw it. I think one of my friends on the board bought it, and she said it's fucking creepy, but it's fun to play.
Okay. Does it come with a bunch of miniatures?
I think it's more of a role play.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like cards and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh. That's definitely a party game. Okay.
Yeah. So she bought it. She posted the picture of it on the board, on the RedCycloneInc board.
Okay.
It looks interesting. Like I played those games. I remember I played D&D once, and that game lasted way too long. I was like, "Fuck this! Kill my guy! Like I don't have time for this shit."
I've never had the pleasure of playing D&D. That's not something I was ever aware of until I knew of it. I knew about it, but I've never seen anyone play or knew anybody who played the game.
Yeah,
that's kind of funny.
Oh, so next time we do it,
Arnold and what was his name? Jonathan, but we know him as Two-Face.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. They were gonna get into it big because they had the books. Like Arnold actually showed me the thick ass character book.
Oh boy,
the class he had.
All that other nonsense.
Yeah, man. Like, and I think Anant was gonna get down with them, but I don't know how that.
20-side die.
Yeah, they had everything. They had everything. But I never got to see it go down. Like I was going to make a character with them, but it just never materialized.
Yeah,
most I know about D&D is a Stephen Lynch song of the same name.
Yeah, I played last year. We usually do one like every year, so if you want to join and try it out, then you're welcome to join. I'll play it just for the fucking shits and giggles because sometimes I'll make some crazy shit. But yeah, like it could be. It depends on who's fucking running the game. They're assholes sometimes. They just make the game long. And I'm like, all right, I only got like 5 hours to do this shit, so let's make a story that lasts 5 hours. I ain't coming here like every day to fucking finish the shit.
I need to allocate my stats to power up my feces so my warrior can throw feces at everything.
So you gotta defeat the Demigorgon.
Yeah, but it is like it plays with your imagination.
Throw feces.
Yeah, it works for your imagination, works for your storytelling, and things like that. They're fun. They're fun to play. I got into it because a friend of mine was really into it, and he was like, "Oh, you just come by, hang out with us once," and I still play with them to this day. Like, again, I only do it like once a year because I have to have patience. And
so I can do a hentai D&D.
If you want to be the DM, okay.
If you do your own shit.
With tentacles and all that other great stuff.
Yeah,
you your own tentacle figures.
You're playing by yourself. You don't get too excited.
No, you're there. You play.
You don't get a little too excited. I'm like, I'm gonna go home now.
He's gonna cam it, so you have to watch.
But yeah, it's an interesting thing. It just again, it plays with your imagination, how creative you could get with a lot of things, and it's just think on the spot kind of thing. But it was fun.
Improvisational skills.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't mind it, but I haven't played last time I played was probably like February of last year.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that shit lasted 3 days. It pissed me fuck off. It got to the point that I just started like every time I had to go, I tried to attack everybody. I was finding where everyone's at, and I was attacking them.
Oh wow!
And then they hate the fact that I draw a cardboard. They hate the fact that I made this this bow and arrow that is pretty much I made a powerful bow and arrow that was like a one-shot kill thing, and you had to score like a 20 or a 10. It had to be within the 10s in order to get the perfect shot. So they hated me because again I learned how to hustle, not how to roll dice. I started assassinating all the fucking characters.
All right, so when we going LARPing?
Huh?
So when are we going LARPing?
LARPing? Whenever I can. We'll find out one day.
We're gonna get some live action role playing going on. I got some costumes. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, I got a sword.
You ready, Mike? We doing it, man.
Get my peasant on.
There it is, man.
Get my leather hat.
Get your jester on.
I want to be the silent peasant. I want to get that hat, that little beard. Yeah. Oh, I gotta put that picture up.
I want modern day LARPings. Like, can I be jumpsuit guy with panel van?
I guess so. You be wherever you want to be.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Come here. You roll a 20, you get in the back of the van.
I'm saying, why is this back seat
perfect one to get out?
Why do you carry the back seat with you?
Come on, you
I don't get it.
You roll a 20, you hit sticky back seat.
Do you want to get lost in between the cushions?
There it is. You roll a 15, you get out, but
what are the odds?
What are the odds?
What are the odds? Yeah, man, it's to each his taste though. Like you have to have patience. I don't have patience.
Gotcha.
For long raining games, like they can't last longer than a day. Like they have to end the same day, and I'm like, I don't have the commitment. I have commitment issues. I can't do this. Yeah.
Well, speaking of games that last a day, how's Injustice?
Injustice is good, and that's another game that lasts a day because you can probably finish it in a day.
Yeah, there you go.
So far so good. Like the graphics of it is a beautiful game. One thing that I was talking about it last week that I kind of had a problem with is the fact that a lot of the characters play the same. There's not a lot of originality to a lot of the characters. Like if they're flying character, they were gliding character, they all kind of move alike. If they're on feet character, they all kind of move alike. If you're overpowered like Superman, you kind of move alike. They all kind of have like similar moves and shit. So, and then one thing I like about the story, it continues off of the Injustice comic more than the last game because you kind of have to know what happened in the comic to know certain characters if they're there or not. Because I forgot certain people died. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, I forgot about him and things like that. The character models are cool. It's annoying getting armor pieces, but little by little you get cool armor pieces. The multiverse shit is hard as fuck. Like
really,
there's not even some of those levels are just ridiculous. And you're just like, this. Like they'll have you fight a level 20 Batman, and you're a level 2, and it's like, yo, seriously, like your hits are like sneezes on him, like you sneezing on him, and that's how you're fighting him.
Okay, so I've seen. I know Max put up a bunch of those. I didn't get to check them out. So, like, what's the goal of those? Is it to do as much damage as you can before they beat you, or is it you have to win?
No, they all have different goals. They'll tell you like do 4 takedowns in this match.
Okay.
You get as long as you get the goal, you get the prize and everything like that. But you still could win the match. You win the match, you get more stuff.
So it's like a mission mode. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
so that's the multiverse. And then that's the way that you can unlock costumes, unlock extra skins, and things like that. And then also just making money to unlock the extra costumes and skins
Quick
and shit.
question: is there a Red Lantern Supergirl?
Yeah, well, not superhero. He's in the game.
No, Supergirl. Like costume
There's
for
a
her,
costume that looks like the Red Lantern Supergirl.
but it's not actually Red
It's not
Lantern.
actually
Okay.
her, but it looks just like it, and she even has the pale face and all.
I'm sure you play with a Power Girl exclusively.
Yes, I love Power Girl. But I wish it was the old suit though.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a variation on it, and it's not bad. They didn't
Yeah.
they didn't cheap it out. She still got a boob window.
No, but I like the old suit.
I do too.
It's hot.
Do the pieces that you unlock? Can you put them on the alternate costumes or no?
No,
Oh.
it does not go on alternate costumes. No, it does not.
Okay.
It only goes on
I thought they went through the expense to make the alternate costumes have like unique pieces. Like I was about to say,
You can
that would be
add
cool.
the pieces to it, but you won't see it.
You won't see it. I got you.
No, you will not.
Okay.
So far, I like Supergirl is probably one of my favorite people to play as. I like the Flash. I like the Flash in the first game though. Blue Beetle's pretty fun.
Okay.
Batman, I got really good with because you got to use him a lot.
Blue Beetle, he's not the old school one. He's a new one, right?
He's a young one, yeah. And then I also like who was it? Green Arrow.
Oh, how's he? Because I know they changed him up a little bit.
Yeah, he's more versatile with his bow. You can actually change the style of his bow for his special move. And things like that. So it's a fun game. There's still a lot of characters I haven't played through, and I wish the story mode actually let you use everybody instead of just being one-sided with the heroes.
Okay.
Like there's times that you pick out of two heroes, and then you got to go back and pick the other side just to get the little comments in here. But I wish they gave you more of the characters through the whole story, so different sides. Like you see it through the villain side and through the hero side, but they didn't do that.
Do they let you play as Bane?
Well, you could play as Bane in a regular game, but it's not through the story mode. So, like, say for instance, like the parts with Bane, I wish you was able to play the bad guy side instead of just the good guy side.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing as well is that it has branching story paths. So you have the option of you get into a fight, hey, play with this character or this character, and so there's a different outcome.
Yeah. So like example, Green Arrow and Black Canary, like there's a mission when you're done to, like say if you're about to fight Rod, they'll pick. So you get to pick from Green Arrow or Black Canary. They'll have a different response to it too. They'll actually go with it and talk about the character and stuff like that. But there's other ones like Firestorm and Blue Beetle. You can pick either one of those, and the way the ending is Batman and Superman, you pick which side you want to choose and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's pretty detailed. That's not bad.
Yeah, the story is good. Like the story is good. Like you can probably finish it in a day, but it's pretty good. Superman's a dick. Like just straight up, like he's an asshole in that game. Like fuck Superman. And
is the voice actor anybody like?
I think it's the animated character.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Kevin something or other?
Well, Kevin Conroy is Batman.
Well, yeah, it's not Kevin.
He is, right?
The main dude is.
But the dude that's talking Superman.
I forget the name of the guy who plays Superman most of the time.
And,
oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, they got some good voice actors in it for the most part. I like Harley Quinn's little arc. She looks great in the show. Great in the
cutscenes and stuff, right? Like a lot of people are saying like her face especially is like the best one in the game. Like,
it looks like Margot.
It looks like a real
It looks like Margot Robbie. Yeah, it looks just like her. I hate Robin. I hate Robin with a passion.
I heard
because it's Damian, or
I hate it as Damian, but I hate it. He's just a dick, and he just looks like a face. He has a face you want to punch.
Can't you turn him into Nightwing and just not see him anymore?
No, you still see his ass. It's his face in Nightwing suit, which he should not have.
Oh, damn.
Bullshit. They kind of cheap. I wish they bring in Nightwing, like as in Nightwing Dick Grayson, but supposedly he's dead. So.
Oh, okay.
Died in the first game.
Yeah, you're not the first person that did not fill in Damian Wayne as Batman, but I had a question too. I heard that I forget who's doing the voice acting for Harley Quinn. I heard she's doing the super high pitched Harley Quinn version, which is she's got the cadences, but it's like too freaking high pitched. It's not as laid back. And it really makes me upset that the original person who did it from the Paul Dini show just could not. She does not do it anymore. It strains her voice too much.
Yeah.
Because she's a much older lady now. Well, she was an older lady then.
Yeah.
But she's much older now. But it's just. You can't do it so high pitched. Like I heard she sounds like the one from like that DC superhero girls one. Which for that show I get it. It's for kids and it's poppy and she's all good and nice. Like, but in as darker universes Injustice portrays her voice being overly high pitched. It takes me so out of it for her. It's like I can't. And then I like the more cunning Harley Quinn, not so ditzy. But I don't know what they're doing there.
Which one is it though?
She sounds more like from the animated series. No, she sounds more like the Arkham Asylum than the animated series.
Yeah, I thought so.
Isn't it the same person though?
I think it's her.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's Tara Strong. Hold on.
No.
Yeah, because I'm like I don't remember them saying.
But it sounds a lot like it sounds a lot like Tara Strong's portrayal of Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Then it did the show, the TV show.
Gotcha.
But also like I could see that her being kind of annoying. But then again, that's pretty much Harley Quinn. I mean, long shot. She's supposed to be annoying.
Her super in that game though is pretty bad.
I
mean, bad in a good way. Like
the supers are pretty cool.
I mean, the hyenas. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's Tara Strong.
Oh, that's cool. Phil Lamar's doing Green Lantern and Aquaman.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Aquaman.
Yeah, he's Aquaman.
Okay.
Robert Englund Scarecrow, and then you also have Tara Strong. She's the one that did Harley Quinn.
Gotcha.
And she varies with me, and I like her Harley Quinn when she does it sometimes, but I think she has to go with what the director says as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Harry. Like
because she's done the voice with that clip she has with her sitting on Mark Hamill's lap and they do the thing together. Spot on when she was with Mark Hamill, and I'm like, that's fucking amazing. But then I hear the rest, and I'm like, it was Tara Strong. So it depends on I guess what they ask of her.
Yeah, I do like that what they did with like with the alternate costumes, like say from Power Girl or like the Jon Stewart Green Lantern, they do have different voices and they do have different wordings that they say, different characteristics. They don't just say the same thing.
Yeah.
So I do like that they did that with the alternate costumes, that they actually are different characters. It's just that they just do the same moves.
Does they have any of the old voice actors for the like? I just thought about that. It's not Mark Hamill. It is Kevin Conroy. It's not the original Harley, but is it the original Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze, I don't think is the original Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
But he's an alternate costume too. He's not even main.
That's what I mean. Like, what does he have? Does he have a voice?
Is
or no?
Jim Curry?
Oh, I don't know. I would have to hear the voice because
Yeah,
okay.
He's not the original. He's not the original Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
But you have Captain Cold in it, and that'll be his alternate costume. There's supposed to be more DLCs coming down. Then also the first 3 characters, which is Starfire, Red Hood, and Sub-Zero. Which Sub-Zero was talked by the same dude that did Wolverine.
Does he really even talk? I'm trying to think of Sub-Zero talk. No. Sub-Zero talks.
Yeah. Like Green it's Scorpion that just says the certain voices.
Sorry to interrupt. I apologize. Go on.
No, but I also like that with Hal Jordan just bothered me because he sounds like Wolverine, and that's about it.
So they have both Lanterns in there. They have a different voice actor for Hal Jordan, and they have the one for Jon Stewart, which is
that's what I'm saying. Like,
and I see that for as well as for Power Girl and Supergirl, you put the skin on for Power Girl, it's a different voice actor. That's
different words and stuff like that. Just have the same moves.
So that's
same thing with the Flash, and if you Jay Garrett. Jay Garrett there's a costume for Jay Garrett, and he has a different voice and everything. Also, same thing with Reverse Flash, which is the alternate costume. He has a different voice and everything.
The funny thing though, I thought it was unique, but then I saw that they all share it. Is when they win, when they go grab a soda.
Yeah,
that shit is pretty funny.
Yeah, they all go to like what was this place? The Bubble Burger.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't know. It's on the show. I forgot the name of it.
Okay.
It's their version of McDonald's, and that's where they always go to.
Wait, yeah. So hold on. I just thought about Flash. His costumes are Reverse Flash and Jay Garrett. Does he have another one or no? Or is it only two? It's two per?
Well, he has two different like alternate costumes as is their other characters, which is Reverse Flash, which he has two different colors, and then Jay Garrett just has two different colors, and then there's other colors for Flash. There's like the blue color for like the Blue Lantern. It doesn't have the lantern, but it's just the blue color. It looks just like the Lantern suit. They had different alternate colors for Flash as well.
Okay, because I was wondering if they were gonna throw in like Zoom from the show just to.
No, Zoom. He's not.
That would be a cool ass costume.
He's not in it just yet, but then again, there's gonna be DLC skins.
So
you probably see it eventually.
Yeah. So the Superman guy, George Newbern, he's been doing it for a while. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of the movies. He did the last Injustice game, and he also did like the Justice League series.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's been around for a good minute. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So and it was good. Like their story, they were like that, but just Superman's a dick. But all in, like if you play Mortal Kombat, you play this game. It's very similar button wise and the way the combat system works and everything like that. I'm fine with it. I'm happy with it. It's got a high review for a fighting game for
I got another question. Have you got engaged with the Salt yet?
The Salt?
Has the Salt become you yet?
Played online? You fight anybody?
No, honestly I have not. I have not touched the game online. I haven't had time to watch it.
I don't think you want to.
So you don't have the Mario Kart sales I got going on. Okay.
I don't think you want to, because Deadshot. That's all I gotta say. Deadshot.
Cheesy.
All day, every day.
I heard Darkseid is just the worst.
Yeah.
There's a video you gotta see of what Deadshot did to a dude in a tournament. It's the funniest shit, and it's like 33 seconds long. It's great.
I gotta check it out.
Like dude like snapped his controller or something like that, and that shit bounced. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just mad people can't handle it.
Yeah. I think they'll probably fix that in a way.
I hope not, because you know what, everybody in that game is busted, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Like there's a Gorilla Grodd Infinite, which is just like, what? Why him of all characters? And then there's like somebody saying like they might have a Blue Beetle one.
Yeah.
It's just like, I could get behind Injustice kind of being like Marvel, where it's like such outrageous shit goes down in the game, like technique wise, that it's almost like mesmerizing to watch. So I hope they develop all that stuff and don't just get rid of it.
Yeah. And then again, we got DLC characters coming soon. Again, it's a fun game.
Did they say which one is first, or is this three?
Red Hood, Starfire, and Sub-Zero go first.
And then no, that's cool. Well, I got a whole separate thing to get into if you guys will indulge me in an anime minute. How dare you? How dare. Anyways, I've been binging the last couple of days of Dragon Ball Super. I got back in. So Dragon Ball Super essentially is continuation from the end of Dragon Ball Z, where they pretty much retcon GT. GT. Hey guys, GT. What? Didn't happen.
Oh, wow.
So because it was awful, and we all know it.
The game.
I never got to see GT.
You're not missing too much.
So I think but I don't know Pan. I think that's like the only character that I've seen.
Pan is Gohan's daughter.
Yeah.
Is Gohan's daughter, which is Goku's granddaughter. And GT, some reason, Goku got transformed back into a child.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
Goku, Goten, and Pan traveling around space.
Because they were trying to recapture the Dragon Ball magic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're doing that with GT, except they're not doing that. We're not gonna make fucking Goku a kid again and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So they pretty much start off. If you heard about the two things that led into it was the Battle of the Gods and Resurrection of F. Those were the two movies that led into pretty much Dragon Ball Super, which was Resurrection of F was Return of Frieza, He was resurrected with the Dragon Balls, and
he was
decided to
resurrected with balls.
Frieza decided for the first time, because he was basically a latent genius in all his abilities, he's never had to try. The first time he's had to try for anything was only when he had to fight Goku. So after he was killed and they brought him back, he decided, what happens if I actually trained? Yeah. So he trained for like a month when he was resurrected to come back and fight Goku and them, which he doesn't know, because Battle of the Gods happened before Resurrection of F, is that Goku won fighting Beerus, the god of destruction, and pretty much is when you learn he goes Super Saiyan God, which was the red hair.
You earned that, or it happened like during the fight? Well, how
it happened is the legendary Super Saiyan God, where they figured out how to do it was, which doesn't require him to do it anymore, is they had to have six Saiyans transfer the power to him to become a god. And so it was like, or at least a couple of them. So it was like Goku, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, like baby Trunks or whatever. And it was Videl, but only Videl because she still was pregnant with Pan. So they literally did this while Pan was still in the belly.
Okay.
They transferred him to become a god to fight Beerus, and the whole thing, went on, which is really necessary because Beerus is a huge part of what Dragon Ball Super is. This should jump ahead forward, not to have to break you down. I'm up to like episode 50 something, up to episode 90 at the moment. But it's been a hell of a ride. There is a lot of not filler. There's a lot of shows going on. Like, instead of a fight taking 5 episodes, I had like 4 fights in 1 episode.
Oh wow! Okay.
So their completion, like there was this tournament that happened. There's a lot of things going on. They learned a little bit from the past and what not to do. But I'll just say this: if you are not a fan of Dragon Ball Z for the same reason you stopped being a fan of Dragon Ball Z because you get tired of the repetitive, it's like how powerful can they get? Then you don't need to get on this ride.
Does it suffer from the trope of power up for 3 episodes?
No.
Okay, well, and that's basically what's wrong with Z. Goku, it was like, man, Frieza's really blown up this planet. 6 episodes later, man, this planet didn't blow up yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
they feign away from that. The most you'll get is for a climactic battle. It'll span 2 episodes for drama and effect. That's the most you'll get. I haven't seen one that just stretches and stretches and stretches. And if it anything like that gets close to that, which was in the last saga, the Goku Black, like they're pretty good at not doing that, and their writing has gotten better. Like the writing.
Well, I would hope so.
Them. There's a lot of so the last arc that I just finished was the Goku Black or Goku Black saga.
Why you gotta be black?
Does he turn?
Is he blackface?
No, he's not.
Oh man, I love those t-shirts. I love those t-shirts with the black Goku.
It's not the black Goku. It's Goku Black, but that's hilarious. It's
got gold chains and everything.
It's a time travel arc with Trunks, future Trunks again, and how they handle their time travel stuff. Wow, I applaud them for as much effort as they put into it to make it not go again. No, you were happy for this arc, and they really went on a good go on explaining how the time travel works in the Dragon Ball Z universe. Another interesting thing they did, which I'm glad they did, because it opens up the writing, and your suspension of disbelief gets widened because they introduce these things. In this particular arc, the multiverse was introduced into the Dragon Ball Z universe. There's a multiverse, which is pretty great. So a multiverse was introduced. We learn on what the gods are, like the God of Destruction. The God of Destruction, you only find out now, is a pair with the Supreme Kai. The Supreme Kai and the God of Destruction are like linked. The Supreme Kais watch over the world, and they can create things and make things nice and help. And God of Destruction, he can destroy shit. Mm-hmm. So they're but the gods of destruction have handlers. God of Destruction travels around with his partner. Beerus has this guy next to him called Whis, which you find out later in the series is an angel.
Okay.
So and it makes sense. Like the gods of destruction need to be handled, and so they don't run amok, pretty much. But just the handling. Trunks came back from the future again because shit's just getting worse. He's getting fucked up. And like you see Bulma get killed, and this thing called, and you see him in his dope ass fucking black costume. It's a guy that looks like Goku. He's wearing one of the fucking Kai earrings on one of his ears, and Trunks is like, oh, it's fucking Goku Black, and is like, what the hell is this? And he's destroyed the world. Like he's fucking ravaged the planet. The planet is the last bit of humanity Trunks is protecting. You know what I mean? It's a really heavy story arc.
Is he strong enough to fend him off, or is it just a situation where they have to get away?
90% of the arc is them trying to fight him and having to get away.
Okay.
In this, unlike the other one, they've had to travel from the past to the future like 3 times before they had to climax this.
Oh wow!
And they got to the point where it was so bad that they just couldn't do it with Vegeta and Goku both at Super Saiyan God levels. And he's like, they're still with their bad writing. Like one thing you have to take back, they're bad at their writing. That's why they have to shorten it to Super Saiyan Blue, because what Super Saiyan Blue is a Super Saiyan who became a god who is now a Super Saiyan. It's hilarious. They even played it up in the show how ridiculous it is to say. But essentially, Super Saiyan
Blue.
Blue.
The hair turn blue?
Yes, the hair turns blue.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah, so when you're Super Saiyan God, your hair is just still normal, but it's red. But when he goes Super Saiyan as a god, as a Super Saiyan God, the hair turns blue. So they shortened it now to just Super Saiyan Blue. It's just a really funny thing.
I want that shampoo.
It's so good. So it's super interesting arc. How they handled the time travel, how they handled that the time machine that's used to go back and forth to the future to past has been the same time machine throughout the entire series. It's not a different time machines, and it's interesting how they explain it. They also Trunks has to explain to, Goten and them on how, even though in the past when he came back the first time in Dragon Ball Z to warn them about Cell and the androids, that even though he went back and did all of that, it never changed anything in his timeline. And people didn't get that. Like Trump's timeline is still fucked up. Like in his world, they had a whole episode with him going around. Got a big emotional scene when he went and saw Gohan because Gohan was killed in his world by the androids. Is what made Trunks go Super Saiyan the first time.
Gotcha.
So he saw Gohan in this world. Gohan in this world's a grown man, and he has a baby, which is Pan, and he's married to Videl. It's like it's all peaceful and happy. Like the last time he saw Goku, he only had one arm, and he's fucking dead on the ground. And he sees Krillin, who has hair. With his hair, and he's trying to talk. It's funny and interesting because he's talking to Krillin. He's like, "Yeah, about that," and then you see Android 18 walk out, and him almost pull his sword out.
Yeah.
Because Krillin marries Android 18 because they wish they're human, and they have a daughter, Marin. So
So basically they did keep core concepts from the original, and it's just moving forward. Okay.
A bunch of stuff from the original and wrote them in so well. So that's why they had to explain to him, even though if we defeat this guy. So there was a whole whodunit situation for this fucking Goku Black thing because they need to know who he was in the time frame. So they, Goku with the assist of the gods of destruction, they travel to the Supreme Kai world. They find out that this guy had the similar energy to Goku Black. And they're like, who is this guy? Why does he have similar energy? And it turns out it's self-fulfilling prophecy. Them going to meet the guy set everything in motion.
Oh, wow.
Goku wants to fight this Kai in training to beat a Supreme Kai. And he beats him, but this guy has been having an issue dealing with his emotions. He believes that humankind shouldn't exist. Why do we let them exist if all they do is they have a cycle of destruction? Shouldn't we just get rid of them? And the Supreme Kai at the time trying to let him understand that's not our role. We are here to guide them, watch them, we're trying to push them in the right direction, not destroy them, and they shouldn't be. But of course, he was starting to be swaying and getting to understand, but then he meets Goku, who's stronger than him, and whoops his ass in a fight. And he said, these humans are too fucking dangerous. They need to go. Because they couldn't even understand why Goku was even there. Like, you were in the realm of gods. How could you even be here? and they let us know that he fought Beerus. It's like, wait, he fought a god of destruction? Because everybody else, but at this point, Beerus, the god of destruction, is the big cheese. Like, you know, you hear him and everybody's fearful because he can fucking just destroy everything.
Mm-hmm.
You only let on to later what's actually stronger than him. But anyways, it's just
only
a really
Super Saiyan 2.
So you know, just a lot being said with the Trunks thing, with the time travel thing, is just really interesting. So it's like, even if you did this, it doesn't change my future. Shit is still fucked up. Like, the only reason why this timeline exists is because Trunks went back in time and stopped Goku gave him the heart medicine so he didn't die of heart disease.
Yeah.
But in Trunks' future, Goku still died of heart disease.
So it's just like Cable. It's just like Cable. He keeps coming back to save the future, and it's like every time he goes back, something goes wrong.
Yeah,
because you can't stop it.
Because it can't be stopped. So like Beerus, the god of destruction, they found out this guy was going to attempt to kill his Supreme Kai and take his powers. So the god of destruction, we found out, we watched it happen, and then the angel has the power to rewind time for 3 minutes. So they watched him kill him. We're around town, went back and said, "Hey, buddy, hi. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and did you just fucking destroy him?"
Oh, wow.
All right, so hey, he's gone. He's done. That's it. We've saved the future. So they go back to the future, and most certainly it did not. Because, like, you can't change the timeline. And the interesting is the only people who could travel time, the reason why they needed to go to Supreme Kai is the Supreme Kai is the only ones who have a time ring. And the time ring rules only allow a Supreme Kai to go to the future and back to the present. There was a situation when Trunks escaped Goku Black in the beginning of this arc to get back to our time, and Goku Black followed him through the time fissure. And you see fucking Goku attempt to fight him and see that it's not working, but you see Goku Black get ripped back to the future because time corrected itself. You're like, you can't be here. These rules don't allow it. So it legitimately just tore him back to the future. Goku Black.
Does Trunks ever run into himself?
Yes, he sees Little Trunks.
No. Does he ever run into time traveling Trunks?
No, because it's different time. Because the time frame that this takes place is like 17 years after the events.
No. I just mean, does it ever deal with like opening a wormhole or something in time, and it's just like you could see yourself traveling backwards in time as you travel forward because it would just show it happening. Like, because if it's going all types of weird and whatnot.
I get what you mean,
but no. Okay.
So it becomes it was just super interesting. Like this, so if something changes in the time ring spawn another time ring. In the little case, there's a main ring which is silver, and then behind it you see like 4 green ones. Each additional ring is a fucking change in time. You've created a separate world. This is really interesting how they handle all that. It's really well written. When you watch it, you're like, huh, this makes perfect sense.
And that was the creation of the Green Lantern Corps.
There you go.
You better hope Flash don't fuck that up.
There it is. So, in this particular series, it's going very well. Like, so for them, it says there's 10 universes, there's 12 universes, and the universes are pairs. So Universe 6 and Universe 7 are like twins.
Do they have the thing where every time somebody goes back and changes something that a new one is born, or no?
Yeah, that's pretty. Like, yeah, if you go change something, another ring is created.
That's the basic concept of Marvel. Is like that's why there's so many weird named universes, is because people keep fucking going back and forward in time. And
there's a control to it because we met the only person stronger than the gods of destruction, and we met this character called Zeno-sama, and he is the creator, pretty much, you say, the god of the universes. He's over the all. He doesn't share existence in the universe. He's God over all universes. But he still exists in each universe, which is interesting.
So the same one. It's the same one in each individual one. So they share consciousness and body and all that. Okay.
Interestingly enough, because that's how it wound up being in this arc. The Goku Black character with the Supreme Kai character wound up fusing into one, because what happens is the reason why Dragon Ball Super is called Dragon Ball Super is because they introduced the Super Dragon Balls, which are the size of planets. They were created by a god. These Dragon Balls, and they are
the gods actually big,
and they're split between both universes. So to get all 7, you have to search between Universe 6 and Universe 7. So you can see how only you have to be a god to get those dragons.
Yeah. But what size are these guys depicted as? Are they giants? That annoys me. That they should be huge. Because if you planet-sized Dragon Balls, they should be huge.
But they're gods, so they don't technically have to be. But
I want them to wear a chain.
The Super Shenron is the size of fucking a universe. Like when they show his first emergence, he comes out and he's like right there on the planet, and then you just see him get bigger, and then you see him fucking get bigger, and then you just see fucking galaxies around him, and then he gets bigger, and he winds up like they make the wish from inside of him.
God, wow.
Because that's how his existence is so large. Like just had to make the wish inside of him, and there's no limitations to the God Dragon Balls. Where there's the Earth Shenron has its limitations. Like they asked the Shenron of Earth, they got those Dragon Balls. It's like, hey, can you tell us where we can find all the last dragon? Because they had 6 of the God Dragon Balls, but they needed the 7th one. He was like, hey, Shenron, where the fuck is the 7th one? And he's like, that is just beyond my power. I can't fucking tell you where this is between 2 universes. Can't do it.
Gotcha.
So, but this dragon has no limits. So
no limits.
This person wished to have his body switched with Goku's body. So he wanted him taking Goku's body, and then he also wished for his current body to be immortal.
How many do you get?
Wishes?
Yeah.
You get 1, but he used the time ring to speed up time. Search for the Dragon Balls in here.
Oh, he just thought of everything, didn't he?
It was a really well thought out and the problem with them fighting Goku Black is, unlike, he had the same abilities pretty much as all the Saiyans. You beat him, he gets stronger. Except his growth is way quicker than it should be. Like, he doesn't actually have to be killed or be at death's door. Him just fighting you.
Mm-hmm.
The next time you see him, he's exponentially strong. So it became a thing to the point where those two were actually besting them, and then they fused together, and then you get a fusion of Goku. You get to see Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, which was exciting.
That's from. Okay, I've seen like little things here and there, and just never knew what was going on. I was just like, "What?"
Yeah, this is just like going on. So it wound up guy. They destroy his body, but he winds up. I'm not over yet. He just foregoes his physical form, decides he just blankets the body, and he kills everyone.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, just turn into a ghost and kill everybody.
Pretty much, he just turned into this big fucking mist in the sky. You just see his face all over the place in the sky. He's just evil, and he's just irradiating out into space at this point. And it got so bad to the point where literally, because he actually befriended, because Goku and his naivete, where everybody else is completely paranoid and afraid of the fucking god of the universe, he's with his kid-like, innocence, actually befriends this deity, and the god of the universe gave him a button to call him whenever he needed it. So he called him. But he called that one of that universe. So when he appeared, he's like, "Who are you?" He said, "Hey, God, I kind of need your help." He's like, "What is this? This is awful. This shouldn't be the god of the universe. He's more of a kid." He's like, "This shouldn't be." So I'm gonna erase all of this. And he's like, all right. So he just starts, but they realize, oh shit, he's just going to erase all of it. So they had to jump in the fucking time machine and fucking escape, because he just straight up got rid of everything. So the
god had to jump into a time machine?
No, not the god. The god erased it. That's a funny bit too. So they erased everything. They travel back in time. They travel back to the future, just Goku and Trunks, because it's like, I kept the promise to the god of the universe and our universe. So he went back to the future, into the big void of nothingness, and just sees the god floating there.
All right.
And he just grabs him. Hey, buddy, come on. I want you to meet somebody. It's like, who? So he takes him back to the universe, and he uses the Supreme Kai to take him to where the god of this universe is. And he says, hey, I promised you I'd come back with a friend to play with. And he introduces him to himself. It's like, hey, you should be friends. Hey. And they just wind up being friends. And it was a really interesting conclusion, and it made perfect sense. And just fucking only Goku. But Goku still has his faults. Like, they always complain about Goku. It's like, because he likes to always test out his abilities, he never starts at full strength. And sometimes some battles could have been ended if he would have just started out full blast and ended this right in and there. We didn't have to have like 3 people die first.
But then you gotta you have 3 episodes of
writing.
filler.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Writing first. Before we even got to that arc, before that arc was a tournament arc where you met Pierce's brother, this guy Champa. He's another god of destruction for Universe 6. This is when they introduced multiverse was introduced. Excuse me, brain.
Gotcha. Hey, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Question. Before you get too in depth into this anymore, which is I enjoy the anime conversation. I do want to let you know that we have to end soon because the pay-per-view is going to start.
Okay, so
the pre-show is going to start like at 7.
Okay, so I'm going to end this right now. I just wanted to say this specifically for you, and I should have started this. They had a tournament to get it, or for about food, whatever. Tournament makes no sense. But one of the characters from the other universe, his name is Hit, and he was a hitman. But his ability is the world.
Very
what?
Name.
His ability, the reason why they couldn't figure out how to beat him, and his ability to assassin Goku had to figure out was that he could do. It was called in his game. It's called a time skip. He would freeze time for like 0.05 seconds. They couldn't figure out why they couldn't see him move and why it was hidden, but it's straight up the world.
Wow!
And I was just dying. I was like, "Oh my god, he has the world."
Okay, I definitely gotta look that one up.
So look up Hit from Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball. Okay.
Dragon Ball Super.
Where you watch it on?
I watch it on Crunchyroll because I've been paying Crunchyroll forever. It's all there.
All right.
It's airing in English on Cartoon Network on Saturday nights. It's up to like episode 18 or something.
You have definitely piqued my interest.
But it's a good watch. Like I said, if you can get past that, they keep getting stronger. How strong can you get?
Listen, I was a fan of the original. I'm not gonna hate on Dragon Ball.
I got back into it, and it's like I said, it's way better than GT, exponentially better. So that's all it needed to be. So I was in.
All right.
But anyway, sorry about that, guys. Anime rant.
Anime rant. The more content, the better, man. Listen, it gets better. I swear. 5/21/17. We're gonna wrap it up. You're gonna watch this wrestling.
Yeah, let's watch some
Backlash.
Check our show we did earlier today of the NXT review and
Wrestle Babble
and our Backlash predictions.
All right, before we go, who you think is gonna take it? Jinder Mahal?
Yeah, I'm hoping he does.
I kind of want him to win just because. This is a weird theory I have. I just want Randy to be able to go between shows. For some reason, he doesn't seem like he should be stuck on one show. I don't know. That's the vibe I get with him.
I just hate Randy Orton. I don't really like him.
All right.
My big thing with Mahal, and I said this on the cast, is the fact that how are you going to build this character and build this up the way you want it and have him lose? You really want him to be a standout. The only thing with Mahal that bothers me is that I still haven't seen him have a good match.
Gotcha.
Other than that, his character, his persona, perfect.
All right.
Match ability, not so great.
All right. This is another good one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week with some more fun stuff.
RedCycloneInc on Twitter, SoundCloud, Instagram, WordPress, Facebook. We got the group.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and work with the mic on what you want.
Twitter, YouTube, and check out the Wrestling Babble. We also did a podcast earlier today. Check it out.
Sweet.
All right. Peace.
Peace and laters.